trip. We've traveled from Ontario to California with our horses. We've just left the Western States Horse Expo on our first day of adventure. We are headed to the Sequoia Forest, and this is pretty cool. We're passing all of these fruit farms and all of these fruit trees, and it's really neat to just see the different landscape change as we drive across these Western states. And it's pretty cool. We're going to be going all the way from the Sequoia Forest to the Grand Canyon. We're going to be going back over towards Canada and crossing a lot of really cool territory along the way. So here's a little bit of the landscape. And what's really neat about this video is we're going to show you how we saw a really cool spot on the side of the road, and we're like, yeah, let's do some Liberty right there and get some photos with our horses, because why not? You can do pretty much anything when you have a connection with your horse. You can take them anywhere with you. So that's one of the really neat things about doing the Harmony horsemanship exercises, is you guys are really going to get to see in this series of videos as we do this road trip just how much that connects your horse to you. And we call our foundation course Become the Center of Your Horse's Universe, and that definitely holds true here. You guys are going to get to see us be able to just pull over at the side of the road, do Liberty in a space that our horses have never been before, after being on a trailer for a couple hours where you would think that they're wanting to, run around and play, but we're able to just go on out. Now, we aren't full crazy. You'll notice there is a neck collar rope on there. So if you saw the previous video, I showed you guys a couple different uses of the neck rope. And so we started with the neck collar rope just to make sure that everything was okay. And then once I was like, yep, okay, we're fully connected and things are feeling pretty good, I'm taking off the neck collar there, because I feel like my horse is relaxed and connected to me. And that's one of the biggest things when you're trying to plan for a successful experience with your horse, is it's really learning to read your horse's body language and be like, okay, my horse is paying attention to me. How do I know that? My horse's ears flicking towards me, my horse looking to me, my horse is energy in terms of how they're walking, how they're moving, and how that feels compared to on a different day when they're feeling more spicy and energetic. Because even though we're able to do a lot of these things, we still, there's still horses. They're still going to have moments where things are not going super smoothly. Like here, I'm like, Lizzie, I would like to do some Spanish walk. I would really like to do a little bit of Spanish walk. And she's like, what? Spanish walk? I was thinking we were just going to hang out and take some cool photos. Why do I have to lift a leg to do that? So everything's not always perfect, but what I'm mostly going off of to be able to do an experience like this is her energy level and her attention span to me. And so as long as she's feeling pretty chill, pretty relaxed, really calm, then that's a really good sign. But the second part is she has to be connected to me. She has to be focused on me. And that's why we say it's having a calm connection, because your horse is calm enough and your horse is focused enough on you to be able to do these different things. So because she wasn't being super good with that Spanish walk, I just brought out a little stick there to just be able to cue her a little more efficiently rather than kind of getting in her space with my leg. The stick lets me stay a little bit more out of her space, let it be a little bit more clear. So we were able to get our little pose for our picture there. And we were just kind of goofing around. We're just playing around with a couple different things, trying to get some really cute photos with some backdrop. Of course, everything is so gorgeous to us. We're driving around and we're just like, oh my gosh, look at that, look at that, look at this over here. It's all super amazing and beautiful. And we don't know what's coming up. We really don't know how the scenery is going to change. So we're like, oh my gosh, we got to take advantage of this while we're here, kind of thing. And I really love the fact that I was with people on the drive that supported that spontaneous outlook on the road trip. So that was really nice that we were able to do that, because some people would get stressed about this. It'd be intimidating, and we were really supportive of each other. So I would play around with my horse for a little bit, and then Franny would get to play around with her horse for a little bit and get some neat photos, and then we'd get back up on the trailer and continue on our drive. And as we do these little experiences, we probably only spent maybe 20 minutes here, but we started with some relatively easy tasks, and then I did some harder things, And as my horse became more connected to me, meaning more looking at me, more checking in with her ears, then I was able to start to ask for a little bit harder things. But I was also smart about it. I don't want my horse to go running loose through California and have that be a horrible way to end her experience. So for the harder tasks like there, when I was doing her little rear cue, I did put the neck collar back on her because I wanted to make sure that we just stayed safe. And if she was thinking about going, I just wanted to make sure that I had a tool able to keep her with me. So it's not just about being reckless and saying like, look what I can do. It's challenging the relationship, but being smart about reading your horse as you do that. So here you could see she was already thinking back up before I even started doing back up by a tail. And you can see her ears totally on me. So she's paying attention to me. She's looking at me. She's trying to get that feedback from me. So these are all things that I know she's ready to be doing liberty in this open space at the side of a road with no neck collar or no whip, no nothing like that, just our body language. And it's being able to read that horse. So you can see the different things that we're doing together, some of them that are more challenging, some of them that are a little bit more easier for her. And so it's not just about, this is easy and this is hard, but it's okay, this is easy for my horse, or this is hard for my horse. And these are the things that I can do without a neck collar versus a different horse would have a different set of cues. So we really have to adjust based on our horse. And that's why the Harmony Horsemanship slogan is understand yourself, your horse, and the language that connects you, because it's really those three pieces coming together to create this relationship and this partnership. And it's funny though, because as her ears are on me paying attention, it doesn't make for great photos. So like as we're here, I've got somebody behind the camera trying to get her attention and be like, okay, like Lissy, like try to look over here because she's just paying attention to me. So sometimes people might say like that looks like she's grumpy or something like that, but that's just her putting her focus where I am. So her ears are directed towards me, and all of that's letting me know that this is a totally acceptable thing to be asking her to do and a reasonable request and should be set up for success. So that's pretty awesome though, that we're able to get here to this place where we feel comfortable doing all of this, because as you guys know, Alicia has been a dragon in the past. And so to see her just completely get into this groove of where she's completely trusting me and enjoying being with me, it's just so rewarding. And I can't wait for you guys to see our next videos of the Sequoia Forest and getting to Hollywood. Thanks for watching, guys. Remember to subscribe and check out harmonyhorsemanship.com for even more learning.